Festa for this gorgeous venue. It's so clean. So, I was born in 1945. Before Hitler committed suicide. He was just a little depressed. And before we dropped the bomb on Hiroshima. You know, I thought it was very interesting because Prime Minister Abe came to Congress a few weeks ago, and he gave a long speech and he apologized for World War II. And I thought it was extremely tactful that at the end he did not turn to Congress and say, "Now your turn." So, you know, I was a teenager in the 50s, and we did not have the pill or abortion. We just had diaphragms, boing, and orphanages. And I thought it was very interesting because the FDA did not approve the pill in the United States until 15 years after Europe already had it. The FDA was worried that the American woman, if she had the pill, would become wildly sexual. They were right. You know, and in those days there was a corporate maternity policy, maternity leave. If you were in maternity, you leave. So I'm so old. I keep my contacts and calendar still on a Palm Pilot. Fuck the clouds. And I use a notebook. I mean, yeah, a paper notebook, you know. So anyway, I've been paying attention to what people name their Wi-Fi networks. Have you noticed what your neighbors call theirs? It comes up when you try and log in. Okay, so I've got a lot of neighbors who have infinity Wi-Fi. That means they do not have a teenager in the house to set up their Wi-Fi password. And then I had a neighbor who has OMG_WTF. They did have a teenager. I noticed there are an awful lot of houses that have Go Bears. So that's either somebody who's a Chicago Bears fan like me, or big gay men. We got a lot of them in my neighborhood. Also, my personal favorite is one of my neighbors named theirs. I can hear you fucking through the wall. I think I'm going to name mine Horny G-MILF. So anybody here take yoga? Yeah? What's your favorite pose?
Oh, I like sasana, the way you go sideways up.
Oh, that is a fabulous hip opener. We know what that's for. Okay, well, my favorite pose is Power Shavasana. Corpse pose. You just lie there at the end of the class and relax. The only problem is that I tend to fall asleep and I start to snore like a rhinoceros after an orgy. It's very embarrassing. It's really bad form to do that in a yoga class. And I think guys, if they want to meet girls, should go to a yoga class because there are a lot more women in those classes than guys. The only trouble is, guys, after the class the next day, you're going to be so sore you can hardly and you will probably overdose on camel toes.
Not possible.
It's been reading the Urban Dictionary. So, my yoga teacher is very annoying. She drives a Hummer. Is that allowed?
Wow.
And she's in favor of global warming because then she won't have to heat her studio for hot yoga. She also does something very annoying, and she'll say, now exhale fully and completely. Don't you only do that once in a lifetime? Isn't that dying? I also love to play tennis. I dress like a tennis ball, only not so fuzzy. Claremont in the house! For me, I love playing tennis because a good net shot, for me, is just as good as an orgasm. Did I tell you I gain a lot of tennis? 40 love! It comes from my bedroom a lot. So, you know, I'm really amazed at how kids today, you know, they use Purell. And they've created these super germs. In my days, you didn't wash your hands. The dog washed your hands. So we've got these super germs. And I think that if terrorists wanted to take down San Francisco, all they'd have to do is get a busload of snotty-nosed 3-year-olds, drive it to the center of the city, let them loose. First of all, no one would have any